For nearly a decade, the Dodge Hellcat engine has been the loudest, angriest, and most iconic symbol of American muscle. With its supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8 producing up to 807 horsepower, Dodge owned the high-performance battlefield, unchallenged by rivals who focused on downsizing, turbocharging, and hybrid tech. But that era is coming to an end. Ford is finally responding, and it's not a whisper, it's a thunderclap. The upcoming 2026 Ford V8 engine, rumored to produce around 800 horsepower, marks the return of unfiltered, old-school muscle power, engineered with modern precision. Ford's new supercharged V8 is designed not just to compete with the Hellcat, but to surpass it in performance, reliability, and daily usability. The rise of Ford's 800 HP V8. According to insider reports and leaked powertrain documents, Ford's engineering team in Dearborn has been developing a new Gen 5 5.2-liter or 5.5-liter supercharged V8, derived from the Shelby GT500's Predator engine. While Ford has long had capable V8s in the Coyote and Predator families, this latest iteration pushes things into Hellcat territory and beyond. Automotive journalist and performance engineer Jason Camisa noted in a recent interview that Ford has been quietly perfecting the art of the supercharged V8 while others gave up on it. He emphasized that this isn't just about bragging rights, it's about Ford proving they can do modern muscle in a way that's sustainable, reliable, and technically advanced. The 2026 engine is expected to deliver around 800 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque, putting it directly against Dodge's final Challenger and Charger Hellcats, as well as Chevrolet's outgoing LT5-powered Corvette ZR1. Unlike those engines, Ford's design incorporates hybrid-ready architecture, meaning it could later evolve into a part-electrified setup for sustained performance. What makes this engine special? Ford's latest V8 doesn't just copy the Hellcat formula, it redefines it. Instead of relying purely on brute force, the new engine is said to combine a high-strength aluminum block, dual overhead camshafts, and a next-generation Eaton supercharger for linear, immediate power delivery. According to leaked technical briefings, Ford's engineers focused on cooling efficiency, internal durability, and throttle response, areas where the Hellcat was often criticized. The cooling system has been completely redesigned, incorporating liquid-cooled intercoolers and an advanced oil scavenging system to maintain consistent performance under track conditions. Powertrain expert Jim Farley Jr., who happens to be Ford's CEO and an avid racer, commented during a closed media event that Ford isn't chasing Dodge's sound or size, we're chasing perfection in power delivery. It's about control, balance, and usable performance. The new V8's architecture suggests Ford might have developed a flat-plane crank variant for high RPM operation, something more exotic than what Dodge ever offered. This setup would allow the engine to rev beyond 8,000 RPM, giving it both the scream of a race engine and the brute strength of a traditional muscle car motor. Hellcat versus Ford's 800 HP V8. The muscle war reignites. When Dodge unleashed the Hellcat in 2015, it changed the landscape of American performance forever. The supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8 offered insane power at an accessible price, making it the people's supercar. But it was also infamous for traction issues, fuel economy, and reliability concerns under extreme use. Ford's approach with its 2026 V8 appears to be the polar opposite: power and precision. The company aims to deliver Hellcat-level horsepower with GT500-level refinement. Experts predict this engine will appear first in a limited edition Mustang variant, possibly called the 2026 Mustang GT-DR or Shelby GT500R, before making its way into high-performance trucks like the F-150 Raptor XR. Automotive historian Don Sherman put it best: the Hellcat was a party trick, all burnout and noise. Ford's 800 horsepower engine is more like a scalpel. It can tear up a track just as easily as it can idle through traffic without overheating. The technology behind the beast. While exact specifications remain under wraps, early information points to advanced combustion technology borrowed from Ford's racing programs. This includes dual fuel injection, port and direct for optimal efficiency, variable valve timing, and active exhaust tuning. Experts believe the new V8 also integrates Ford's next-gen ECU, engine control unit, capable of adaptive boost management and performance mapping. This allows the engine to adjust its response based on driving conditions, whether you're at a drag strip, canyon road, or simply cruising. One major development is the elimination of dynamic fuel management, DFM, the controversial system GM used for cylinder deactivation. Ford instead focused on continuous combustion balance, ensuring all 8 cylinders fire under load to maintain engine harmony and avoid the lifter failures that plagued rivals. The transmission paired with this monster is likely an upgraded 10-speed automatic, co-developed with GM, or a 7-speed dual-clutch unit for high-performance Mustang models. Either option promises lightning-fast shifts and enhanced durability to handle the torque. Expert insight: why Ford waited until 2026? Some critics wondered why Ford took so long to directly respond to Dodge's Hellcat dominance. But according to industry insiders, the delay was strategic. Ford performance engineer Mike Severson, who worked on the GT supercar project, explained, "We could have built an 800-horsepower V8 years ago, but we wanted to ensure it could meet emissions, durability, and drivability standards for the next decade. This isn't a last gasp. It's a future-proof powertrain." In other words, Ford isn't just matching Dodge, they're outlasting them. While Dodge transitions to electric power with the new Charger Daytona EV, Ford's 800-horsepower V8 keeps the internal combustion flame alive. But with 21st century intelligence, a new generation of American muscle. The arrival of Ford's 800-horsepower V8 will mark the beginning of a new performance era. While electric vehicles dominate headlines, there remains a passionate audience for raw, mechanical performance. And Ford understands that emotion still matters. The engine will likely debut in late 2025 or early 2026, just as Dodge retires its final Hemi-powered muscle cars. That timing isn't coincidental, it's symbolic. Ford is taking the torch from Dodge and keeping the spirit of American horsepower alive for enthusiasts who still crave V8 thunder. Automotive analyst Carl Brower described it this way: "The Hellcat era was about shock and awe. Ford's new era is about mastery. It's no longer about who has the loudest roar, it's about who has the best engineered heart." Where we'll see the engine experts predict the 800-horsepower engine will power several upcoming Ford models: 2026 Mustang, Shelby GT500R or GTDR, a track-focused muscle car positioned as the ultimate road-legal performance Mustang; 2026 F-150 Raptor XR, a rumored high-performance off-road truck that could outgun the Ram TRX. Ford Performance Crate Engine Program, allowing builders and tuners to buy the engine for custom projects similar to the Hellcat Crate program. This move would solidify Ford's reputation not only in performance vehicles but also in the tuning and racing community, two groups that have always shaped its legacy. Reliability: Ford's secret weapon. Where Dodge's Hellcat faced frequent criticism for heat soak, transmission wear, and drivetrain stress, Ford's design team has focused on bulletproof reliability. An insider at Ford Performance revealed that the new 800-horsepower V8 underwent over 10,000 hours of dyno testing and 250,000 miles of real-world durability trials, including desert heat runs and winter cold starts. The use of forged pistons, titanium connecting rods, and a reinforced crankshaft ensures this power plant can take years of abuse without faltering. Engine builder John Myhovets, who has worked closely with Ford on drag racing projects, said, "The Ford Predator block is already one of the toughest production V8s ever made. This new engine just turns that up to 11. It's built for war." Sound and emotion: the return of the roar. The Hellcat's signature supercharger whine and exhaust thunder became its calling card. Ford isn't ignoring that emotional connection. The 2026 V8 is said to deliver an equally visceral experience. Engineers tuned the supercharger whine to peak under heavy throttle, complemented by a valved exhaust system that can switch from quiet to feral with a button press. As one Ford test driver put it, "It's the kind of sound that makes you grin before you even hit 60. The bigger picture: Ford's legacy and the future. Ford's new 800-horsepower V8 engine isn't just a performance weapon. It's a statement. It tells the world that the V8 still matters, even in an age dominated by electrification and efficiency mandates. While the Mustang Mach-E and hybrid F-150s point to Ford's electric ambitions, this new V8 reminds us that innovation doesn't have to mean silence. It's a bridge between past and future, an engineering masterpiece that respects tradition while preparing for the next evolution of performance. Motor Trend editor Angus Mackenzie summarized it best. Ford didn't just build a faster engine. They built a symbol of resistance. It's the mechanical soul of America, tuned for the modern age. Conclusion: the battle isn't over. For years, Dodge ruled the muscle car kingdom with the Hellcat. But in 2026, Ford is ready to reclaim the crown. The new 800 HP supercharged V8 represents everything enthusiasts love about combustion engines: raw sound, brutal acceleration, and engineering excellence, all wrapped in a modern package designed for longevity and thrill. With Ford Performance refining every bolt and bearing, this isn't just another powertrain, it's the rebirth of American muscle. And while the Hellcat may have been the loudest, Ford's answer might just be the smartest and strongest of them all. The war for horsepower supremacy isn't over. It's only shifting gears, and this time, Ford is leading the charge.